Now that's a view right there. Shit. All right, in this video, I'm gonna be starting out doing Forest Service Road 143. I came in off the trace and hit 141, which is here on my right. I've done a video on that one. About half a mile, not even a half a mile down 141, you're gonna come to this fork where you're gonna have 143 on your left. This road tends to wash out when we have a heavy rain due to there's a creek running right alongside of it. So be cautious going down this one. It can wash out, and there's a section of this road that actually essentially turns into the creek bed. There's a lot of loose gravel, some baby head rocks, so be careful with those. This goes down to the lake, a nice little camping spot, so let's ride. Of this rock they patched it with is pretty dense and thick. And right here where it pretty much turns into the creek bed. Tracks down through here. Looks like somebody's been through here recently. That sign says 339. I guess from this point on they've changed it to a 300 road. So I guess it's going to be... That's new to me. They've changed that to a 300 road down through here now. Guess they're going to stop maintaining it. Even still on the LBL map, it has this as 143. This mud through here is a little slick. Sure, the north-south trail crosses it. Bit of washout right there, and a log. We're hitting some mud through here, a little slick. The lake there. Bit of a hill to climb up here. Not bad. So it does loop that goes up that way down to the lake, a little further point down. I'll go to that way in just a moment. I'll head this way first. Washout here on the left side. So to lead down to the lake here, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna go up here on this. You can ride down and you can camp over here on this side. It's a nice little spot, good view of the lake. Then that other road back there that forked to the right, it goes up and along this ridge down to the end. We'll go there in a moment too. Pretty worn down through here, pretty decent. I guess a lot of people come up here and camp for a night or two. So I was just down there. Nice little spot right here. Be a good spot to camp. I don't know if you can see it. There's Egner's Ferry Bridge over there. Just a beautiful view up here. We'll get turned around and I'll go back and we'll go along that line. It's been a while since I've been on that portion. I believe there's some pretty decent hill climbs, pretty steep and long over there. That the road takes you along. And here's that right fork. bit of a hill. It's not too bad. A little steeper right through here. A little steep right here on a turn. This is pretty loose and washed. Camera may not look like it, but this here is a pretty decent hill to climb. We're going down a hill, then we're going to have another long one that's going to be fairly steep. Big loose rocks in there is bouncing me off to the right. Another steep downhill. And another long hill, it looks like. I think I want it to be over here. I'll tractor up this in first gear. Another steep hill, some roots there exposed. Back over here at the lake. It looks pretty steep to come back up. Looks like it drops off again there at the base. Somebody's camped down there. I see a fire ring and stuff. We'll turn around here. I'm gonna go back up, hook that left, where it continues up that way. I was going to until this got in the way. I don't think this portion of it's been maintained in years. So I think it's going to stop it. No, it continues right here. Oops. And it stops here. There's a cemetery back here. So that's it for 143. I guess I'll loop around and get some footage climbing back out of those hills that we just came through. I'll put a chapter in there when I start to climb them or not, but I'll keep the camera rolling if you want to watch from here. I would say getting back to this point's, I don't know, moderately difficult depending on your skill level or what you want to try to do. I mean, I made it back here when I first got this bike with factory tires and stuff, so. And that would have been when I was a brand new rider, so I think people would be able to get back here. Depending on how comfortable you are climbing hills with some loose rock and some baby heads on them. Yeah, but from this point, that hill that I'm about to climb is taller than I am now, so pretty good little valley here, then back up. See if I can get up this in one go. Yeah, right here in the middle of it's not bad. Over there in actual tire tracks, there's a lot of loose rock. I will say the 42 tooth sprocket I put on the rear definitely helps with climbing hills. Second gear is way more usable. A bunch of these little curves right here are actually on the side of a hill. It's kind of fun to do those. Yeah, that portion of it's definitely fun with those long hills to climb. But I'll cut it here, then move on to another road to do. All right, so here we are at 338. Comes off of 141. So I initially came that way from the trace. 141, it continues on this way. And here's 338. Should be a little rougher since it's a 300. I haven't been on it in a while, so I can't remember exactly what this one's like, but we'll get into it. And starting out, it's kind of like a little hill, some washout in it. Looks like it's a decent base layer of gravel here and there, but looks like much of it's dirt too. Well, that was fun. Shit. Well, that was fun. She got a little slick there, boys. Yeah, my front tire was up on this fine, up here on the good stuff. Back tire kind of caught that and slid in. Well, hell, we'll pick her up and keep going. Get my mount back on. Bike looks pretty good. And if you don't know, I know it is with this specific bike, if you go down, it won't start right away. You gotta cycle your kill switch. She'll fire right back up. continue on. Yee! I'll be more cautious on this muddy sides. I think the thing is, after you go down, hurry up, pick up, keep going before the adrenaline wears off and you're all sore and can't continue to ride. What hope? If I'm not mistaken, I think this has got a decent downhill coming up, but I can't remember if this is the right road or not. Yeah, this is it. It's washed out there. People's been going around. I'll take this way. Now this area is a little bit sand right there. It's kind of weird for sand to be there. Lead down here to the lake. Some exposed roots. Now that's a view right there. Beautiful day. We'll say, I think that's the first time I've went down on my right side. I always go down on the left for some reason. Hence why I had a broke shoulder, a messed up leg on the left side, and previous to riding I broke my ankle doing something stupid. Got a little mud on me. We'll be all right. But hope you enjoyed the videos. Hope you enjoyed the go down. And just remember to pick her up and keep going. Thanks for watching. Oh, shit.